I was saying that it's a fascinating storyline because the gods are starting throughout the MCU, the use of gods, it's kind of being shown that they're really messing up and that humanity is kind of losing faith in them. And Thor is pleading with the gods, like, please, you have forgotten your role in the universe. Your role is to serve humanity, and instead you're having humanity serve you. And when they're asking for you, you're not there. And it's fascinating. It's really good because, like I said, in the comics, Gore is fascinated by Thor because he starts to see in Thor that Thor even realizes the gods are screwing up. And that's kind of the reason in the comic storyline, he plays with him more than he just outright kills him. He tortures him kind of throughout the years because he's like, you even get that the gods are not what they once were. And so, as I was saying earlier, the storyline goes that he loses the hammer. He becomes unworthy of the hammer because he believes someone that tells him that Gore was right as far as the gods are worthless. He starts to think, you're right, we are. And so he kind of gives up the power of Mjolnir in that, and then Jane takes it over. But that's the comic storyline. I am not giving away anything for the movies. This is not the same, but it's that theme of where you're supposed to be in all awe of awe. Of course, we got a mower going
by. Tony.
She's nailing that. I mean, I'm not a big comic expert. I'll agree. I do learn a lot from Janelle when she goes and tells us these things, but it's also a reflection of today's society. If you think about it, it from societal leaders and how they've let us down. It's timely, unfortunately, but at the same time, like, it's just handled with so much respect, and you feel the weight and the stakes are high, which is, it's been a long time since a Marvel movie you felt danger for all of the characters. Not just, oh, this one seems like they may go, or this one maybe, or what if they do this? Like, you're sitting there wondering if one of your favorite parts of the MCU is no longer after this film.
Right.
So
and
is it not? You have to wait and find out.
On that theme with like the Eternals, where the Eternals lose faith in their gods, which are the Celestials, where they're like, "Ooh, you're making decisions, and we're not on board anymore. Like, you're making these decisions without the thought of how it will affect humanity in general." And even right now, I'm not saying it ties into Moon Knight, but that was the issues with Moon Knight, was the Egyptian gods were not there. The people they had started to pull back from humanity, and a lot of them were losing their power due to it. And so they kept talking about the fact that no one is praying to you anymore. You need to take that seriously. You have nothing, you have no power without the prayer of your people.
Sounds like a parallel between Marvel Universe and what's actually going on, like you said, Tony, in today's global economy, in global community, period. It's people are losing faith. Things are happening that shouldn't be happening, and it's just going nuts. Again, this is a supplement to the review. We'll be at the very end of the review. We hope you enjoyed the second part of the review. Let us know. Go to Facebook, Morning Blend St. Louis, and tell us what you think, or go to YouTube, Morning Blend St. Louis, and leave your comments. Have a great weekend, St. Louis.